Are you burnt out yet? All right, let's talk about it. Burnout. It is rampant in this industry. I talk to my teammates daily about it and how to avoid it. And it's really, really difficult sometimes, especially this year, right? This year has been very challenging. Just sometimes it feels like you're spinning your wheels, you're making your calls, you're doing everything that you need to do, and just feels like you're not getting anywhere. You know, the transaction count is cut in half, 50% what it was last year. And it's really hard to get people to, make the leap into either buying or selling for that matter. And so burnout, right? You just start to get really stressed out. You lose the motivation, you lose the drive to continue to get going. So something that I always tell my team to do, and they always feel guilty about it, but I honestly encourage it, because if you're an agent and you're burnt out, how good are you? You're useless essentially, because it's like you have no enthusiasm, no happiness, no joy behind your phone calls, and your clients are going to hear that through the phone. They're going to realize like this person is just going through the motions. So you need to still be excited and happy to be at work and making your calls. And so I always encourage quarterly vacations or quarterly breaks. Listen, it depends on where you're at financially. Quarterly vacations may not be possible, but just something. Take 2-3 days off, spend it with your family, go on a hike, go camping, something. You need to just break away. And that's one of the cool things about being on a team, that you have people to kind of pick up the pace or cover the slack when you're gone. Unfortunately, as a single agent, I understand when you're gone, typically that's when you're busiest. You start getting emails and phone calls and new clients want to work with you, and it's hard to service them, obviously, if you're trying to take a break. And that's why the burnout just piles on. So again, another cool thing about being on the team is that you have teammates that can help out while you're taking your break, because again, you do not want to get burnt out. It's super easy to do in this industry. I always recommend, tip would be just quarterly vacations. I do them all the time. Matter of fact, after Thanksgiving, I'm taking my family to a Disney cruise. First time we've ever been on a cruise, so it should be fun. But again, we don't always do something elaborate, nothing too crazy. Sometimes it's just like a quick trip to San Diego. We just drive there. After a day or two, we drive back. So don't have to be anything crazy, but it's something just to get your mind off of the grind of real estate, to take a break, enjoy time with your family or with your loved ones or with friends, whatever, and just to take a little break. When you come back, you should be super refreshed and energized. So I always just say quarterly breaks, but squeeze them in. Make sure you make time for yourself to avoid that burnout.